Both of these squads bring history and pride to these West Coast institutions that, while allied at times, want nothing more than to ring that victory bell right in the other guy's face. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the home of the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the UCLA Bruins, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Trojans will kick it away to start us off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So UCLA's offense will go on the attack first. The Trojans dominated this matchup last year and took home the victory bell in a blowout.
Yeah, and they were just having fun during that blowout of their cross-city rival last year. David, you could just see it on the faces of the Trojan players, having fun pummeling UCLA last season.
Yeah, and I can tell you what, as a player in rivalry games, you also don't remember how much fun they had. All the celebrations, you remember all of that. Every day of the year, and you're coming back and you're trying to change that and do a little celebrating yourself.
He never had a chance to get it to the edge, and first play of the game, and you're already behind the sticks. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Back to pass on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And the Bruins will send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He'll field the punt. Slips through the line. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. So USC's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week, but basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he's making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after.
Breaks into the open. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Pick up the first down on the ground like that, and it would make Sam Bam Cunningham proud.
All right, I'm going to need a little education. Give you some context on Sam Van Cunningham.
He was a great, powerful, hard-nosed running back for some of those great Trojan teams of John McKay.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Hand off from the shotgun. Creates a little space. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give out of the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
A 3rd and long here. They can pick up the first down without getting the touchdown. They go to the ground. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. This crosstown rivalry dates back nearly 100 years, guys. The first meeting between the Trojans and the Bruins back in 1929.
Yeah, and every year since, one thing you know, Jesse, is the uniforms are crisp. They are clean. They are so sweet. You know this game means a lot late in the season every year.
This is definitely my favorite uniform game of the year, every year in college football, right? Both USC and UCLA with the home unis here in this great environment. But the game also means so much as well, and that's why there's this heightened sense of electricity and energy every time these two teams play.
No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. They're setting up the screen, and it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. The Bruins send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. No fair catches here, looking for room. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the single back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, it's a great place to be for an offense. You got the whole playbook available, and they choose to pass. The defense did a really good job playing the pass, and 4th down now, it's decision time for you.
Makes the grab past the marker. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. The Trojans racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on first down. He'll try to do it himself. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the ground with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Here's a hit. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. And he's already put 1-3 spot on the board. He'll try another one from 25 yards out. Absolutely perfect. The lead is 6 in the first. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Notre Dame went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Irish always get everyone's best punch, but today they took that punch and delivered a knockout of their own. Always interesting to see ranked teams collide, and today was no different.
Oh, he's got some space. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. He'll pull it on the read. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. And the Bruins now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Now the play fake. Finds the tight end. Crosses to 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he's got his man on the sideline. He'll come up a little short of the first down. The Bruins will line up to punt it away. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Always a positive to put up early points, and they'll try to add to this 6-0 edge. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Got the first down, looking for more. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Unloads to the wideout. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down.
Well, he hauls that pass in. Big play for the offense. The Trojans have had such a history at this receiver position, right? You go back to Mike Williams, Keyshawn Johnson, Juju, and then Jordan Addison. There's always a playmaker on the perimeter of the field for the quarterback to take advantage of, and they've got to keep feeding this guy the football. He is dangerous.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And that's exactly what the defense wants you to do. Go east-west, and the quarterback gets strung out, doesn't pull the trigger and really make a decision. You'd like to see him stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, get more of a plus yardage on this play. Nice job by the defense.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. First and 10 for the offense. Wide receiver going in motion. They're going back to the ground. Got some room, entered the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Trojans.
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that play.
And with the extra point, they stretch the lead to 13. So a drive there of 85 yards. And what a way to finish it off with a 21-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out. 25-yard line. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They really need to find a way to generate some offense here, having fallen behind 13-zip. Looking downfield on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. The victory bell's not some manufactured, concocted trophy, guys. This thing actually used to be on a train.
That is so cool. And the origins of the story of all these rivalries and the trophies, Jesse, it's so cool. It's fun to...
Turning it on! That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Quickly out to the tight end. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
That just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. It'll be a draw. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And he keeps it himself. A good decision there, and it gives this offense a first down. And the Bruins are marching down the field. Give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
The sure hands. It's Flores. Oh, what a move to get room. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Why not trying to get it in? And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins.
And this QB's starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Wormley. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Power football with the run. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Maybe that stop shows this defense is tightening up, especially in the run game. The offense, frankly, they've been able to do whatever they want to do. They just handed the ball off. This guy's having success left and right. No sir, no mas, get it together.
From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out fast. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Great play by the defense there. And listen, they got to do more of this. Running backs obviously had a lot of success. They got to continue to stop this run game, be physical, and not let this guy beat them.
They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
From the gun to give, looking for room. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Snagged in the middle. It's Miller. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. The Trojans with the 1st and 10. To the air on first down. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
The give to the back. Pick up a 5. They'll need 5 more on third down.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs closer to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
From the gun, the running back has it. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
And the Trojans, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Touchdown, USC! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
You know, there are so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with a lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, Bill. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Leaves it with the back. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Off the play fake on first down. Looking deep down the right side. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year.
You know, as a defensive back, you want to force the quarterback to make plays way outside, towards the sideline. That's a long throw. It requires a lot of arm strength and a lot of touch at the same time. Great job forcing the play out wide, making the big interception.
Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. From the gun, give on the inside. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Bruins will boot away to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Wormley. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Going to swing it on 2nd down. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Trojans line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They'll start this drive going to the air. Gets it out quickly. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. After the short completion, let's see if they go back to the air. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And he gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And it just doesn't get more dominant than that. One-on-one, me versus you, and there's nothing you can do about it, David. I know that's something you know a lot about based on your time.
Man, fly off the edge, beat the man as quick as you can.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. And the Bruins will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this is a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
To the air on 2nd down. That's reeled in. It's Jordan. Stop just inside the 25. Little market at the 24. Pick up of 10 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Got his man quickly. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Finds his man in the middle. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And the Trojans have it with a first and goal. Looking to throw. Quickly complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They're going to run it. Beck's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Trojans! USC stretches out that lead and not too far in the distance. They're starting to imagine the tones of the victory bell.
And USC has so much tradition, so much history, but they start every season. Jesse, they want this one. They want to make sure they beat their rival in L.A.
Yeah, you could tell, too. Talking to them before this game, they knew how important it was going to be to play well in the second half. They had to have energy. They had to execute, and right now they're getting ready to chant "Fight on" at the end of this game.
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Bruins have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed. He's got power. He's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming. And the Bruins decide to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll take it on the return. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they want in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be. A big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
The Trojans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They're working that left side. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Now improvising. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, we've got a final in a game that just wrapped up here in the SEC. Texas A&M packed a wallop today, and in many ways it felt like it packed the 12th man with them, too. This was supposed to be a road test, and instead it felt like a walk through the park in College Station. Each week in the SEC, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out today again, guys, with another good team taking one on the chin.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The Bruins in a good spot here with second and short. Back to pass. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Line gets set, first down.
Good enough for a first down.
Out of the gun, the inside give. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. Swapping into the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Looking down the middle. Makes the catch. It's Washington. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things. Off of for next week, and after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little.
There he goes. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field, and I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And the Bruins line it up with a first and goal. He'll do it himself. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
All right, so now you're in this third down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the play.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And this is one of the things that makes this defense so tricky is they've got incredible speed at the inside linebacker position. Not only can they go sideline to sideline, run east-west, they can run downhill on blitzes. They can get to your quarterback.
A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on fourth down. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The play action fake. A shot toward the end zone. And that one's going to be incomplete. He was throwing touchdown, but just couldn't get the foot down in bounds. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth the chance to have another look. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Set to kick this one away.
He'll bring it out. It's Black. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Bruins backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on first down. Quickly to the tight end. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Bruins come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. He'll keep it himself. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The Bruins will punt it away on fourth down. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up. Breaks into the open. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead. You want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking on you.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the fourth quarter.
They want that clock to run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did.
Headed to the end zone. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
And this offense does it again on third down. They have been so elite on third down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
They're going to run it. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They didn't. On the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this running back has struggled to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. He did a great job there identifying where the ball was going to go. He didn't let anybody block him, made his way to the running back and got him on the ground. Nice job.
Second down, he'll throw it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got it on the outside. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. And the Bruins getting set on 1st and 10. Finds a little space, and he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
And a nice crisp run, great job. Maybe expecting pass, in second down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the first down.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing. Big turnover forced by the defense.
Under fire. Reels it in down the left side. And a potentially touchdown-saving tackle made there after the long completion. One big play can really flip the script of a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just outside the 30. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They feed him again. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this deep.
Oh, he's got some space. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. And while this game is all but decided, the offense's job is to score. So they might try to score again. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's going for the goal line. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And he puts through the extra point. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's all. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Wants to throw on first down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. One more play to pad the stats. Second down, they'll go to the air. Pocket breaking down. And they got him. Didn't have much of a chance on that one, and a fitting way to put a capper on this game. Back in 1939, USC first stole Victory Bell. This time around, it was earned as the Trojans emerged victorious over their crosstown rivals. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.